It's week 3 of the...
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this, we can protect this, and make sure we keep the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On second down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. But just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. When you look at this defense, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
This is caught.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Swift
is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Swift again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 75. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. And I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
Here's Swift. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Murray going to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Nico Collins,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Isaiah Foskey able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 2. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be incomplete. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a 2-touch. A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and this one features...
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And you look at the Saints' defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed. The flag is out. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Fights loose.
call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season. Now off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one complete to Hill. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Gets past one man.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And his kick here is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
3rd down and 13.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he stopped immediately there.
play. It'll be second down. You look at the Saints defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Flushed out right. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, here's Jones. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows to 10-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. A long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Murray. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in?
Down the numbers. There he goes.
He's on his way. DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 75. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here
as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Taysom Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Dicker down attack on the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
To throw is Murray. Another one caught by Collins. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 46 yards. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Now the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
No, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. They'll look to throw now on first down. On his horse. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints take the opening kickoff.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Looking to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. First down, Murray. And a catch right side by Evans. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, ends, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Murray now on first down. He'll get this off to Swift. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in cover. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now here's a throw that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
He finds his target, it's Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert. It will be a 3rd and 4.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Murray now on first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kyler Murray with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle is made at the Bucs 33. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've done it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Give him 6 yards in the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 21 yards. Shotgun now from Murray. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Here's Murray from midfield. Under pressure, and they get to him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. There to stop it was Carlton Davis. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill with career touchdown number 75. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the gun, Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route
toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Come on, guys, dig deep. It's all about you. Get in there. Now.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. They took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.